All right. Number 1 on page 11 should look like this, correct? If we are going to go 90 degrees counterclockwise, okay? So I want you to imagine the cartwheel, right? Counterclockwise, we're gonna go this way, okay? I know that's great, wasn't it? Which quadrant is this triangle gonna rotate to? It's gonna come into this second quadrant right here, okay? We know that's where it's gonna end up. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at how do we get to these coordinates that are already there. Then we're gonna turn our own paper and replot them, okay? This is where you have to stay with me. If you're not with me, you're not gonna get it, okay? In order to get to point P is at 3, 7. So we go from the origin, right 3, and up 7. Do you agree? Yeah. So we know the shape's gonna come this way. So we're gonna turn our paper to the right. We're gonna turn our paper the opposite way. So turn your paper sideways. So it's gonna be the long way, but you gotta turn it to the right. Okay? And when your paper is sideways to the right, so your name should be on the right, okay? We are going to go right 3 and up 7 for our new P coordinate. So from the origin, we're still going to go right 3 and up 7, but our page is just turned. Jaden, you need to be standing. Yeah.
How do we get to there?
Get to where? Okay, so Matthew. Point P, we get there by going right 3 and up 7. So with our paper turned from the origin, we are going to go right 3 and up 7. Okay. Keep your paper turned. Q. Q is the coordinate 8, 1. I see that it's plotted by going right 8 and up 1. So with my paper turned sideways to the right, I'm going to go from the origin, right 8, up 1. Since Q is the coordinate 8, 1, we have to go right 8 and up 1. So with my paper turned, we are again going to go right 8 and up 1. Okay, keep your paper turned. Okay, R we see plotted right here. From the origin, right 1 up 2. So with our paper turned, we're going to plot right 1 up 2. You good, Matthew? Okay. All right, we got all 3 of them. So I'm going to make it my triangle, and then I'm going to turn my paper back to normal. Okay, can you see how our shape stayed the same, it just turned? Are you laughing at me? Okay. Okay. I'm just going to review what we did. Okay? I figured out, how do I get to these coordinates normal? Right 8 up 1. right 1 up 2, right 3 up 7. I turned my paper to the right 90 degrees, and then I plotted them the same. Right 1 up 2, right 3 up 7, right 8 up 1. Now we're going to turn our paper back. What's the one thing we have left to do? We actually give them names, okay? So here's our new, and notice how I labeled each of them. Okay, that's probably going to be helpful. Here's our new P coordinate. Where is it at? On the x-axis, we come over to, what's this number? Negative 7. And then we go up until, what's the y number?
3.
3. Okay. Notice how 3 and 7, they're not new numbers. They're just in a different order. One's negative. That's fine. I'm not going to make you remember how that works. But I want you to understand that you're not going to get any new numbers. Okay, positive or negative. Okay. Q, we come left. What's this number right here on the x-axis? Negative 1. And then we go up until what number? 8. Okay. And then this coordinate right here is what? Negative 2, 1. Okay. How do we feel about that? Okay. As long as you turn your paper the right way. And what I think is important is to think about where your figure's going to go. Since we were in the first quadrant, we're rotating to the second quadrant. Okay? If we were in the second quadrant, we would rotate to where? The third. If we're in the third, we would rotate to the fourth. We're just going one next door for 90 degrees. Okay? All right. Gonna move to number 2. See, if I do this on my iPad, I can't turn the screen. That's why we're doing it like this. Okay, now, I like 180. Because what are we gonna do with our paper? We're gonna turn it upside down. And it doesn't matter which way you turn it, because it's just gonna be upside down. Okay? So, let's talk about, first of all, if we're rotating 180, and my figure is right here in the first quadrant, where's it going to rotate to? The third quadrant. So when we're rotating 180, it's going to rotate basically catty corner from where you are. So like if you're in the second, it's going to rotate to the fourth. So it's going to go, it's not going to be next door. Okay? Now, let's talk about how we get to coordinate W. W is here at 2, 3. We have to go right 2 and up 3 to get there. So, everybody, turn your paper upside down. Okay. And from the origin, we're still going to go right 2, up 3 to get there. Our paper is just upside down. Okay. You keep your paper upside down. I'm going to just keep turning mine. Huh? So that one was right 2, up 3. Okay. X is the coordinate 5, 8. That means we're going right 5 and up 8. So when I have my paper upside down, we're going to go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Y is 7, 6. From the origin to get there, we travel right 7 and up 6. So with our paper upside down, from the origin, let's go right 7, and up 6. And then Z is the coordinate 8, 2. We have to go right 8 and up 2 to get there. So with our paper upside down, we're going to go right 8 and up 2. Okay. Whoop. So when you get all of them plotted and you connect the dots, you can turn your paper right side up. You just zoned out there, didn't you? Yes. Yeah. Okay. So 5, 8. You go right 5, up 8. Then you need to go right 7, up 6. All right, W prime. On the x-axis, what's our number? This coordinate right here. What's this number right here? -2, and then we go down to -3. X prime. If we go left, we get to what number? -5, and then we go down until we're at -8. Somebody want to just tell me the y coordinate? What's our new y coordinate?
-7, -6.
Charmony, what about z? Remember what I said? If we rotate 180, your x's and y's are just going to go opposite. Okay? Okay. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to turn to page 13.